welcome to this week's podcast show. I remain my humble self, Adejoke Afolabi, and in the studio with me today, we have a representative from KCO. Please, can you introduce yourself?
Hello, everyone. I'm Kennedy. I'm a marketing representative for UC Homes.
All right, so welcome to our podcast show for this week.
Thank you.
So we have just one question to ask you. We want you to enlighten our audience about what are the things to look out for when getting a land.
One of the things to look out for is the title of documents, whether it be deed of assignment, gazette, or governor's consent. Now, you really have to watch out for when they say things like receipt only or there's no title on the land that is family land. You have to watch out for that because that's how people lose money. Another thing you should consider and really look into is to land use and zoning. You don't want to, because there are two classifications of land according to the states. Land can be reserved for commercial use, residential use, and agricultural use. You will not want to build a house on a land that is meant for agricultural use because when it's time, when inspections come, you're going to lose that land. You're going to lose that property rather. So, yeah.
So the first one is the documents, while the
The
second
title.
one is the land zoning.
Another thing you need to consider is government acquisition. You should confirm that the land is not under government acquisition, basically. Government acquisition from your state registry. So if you're in Lagos, you're going to have to confirm from the Lagos State Registry. You watch out for the people we call Omonile, the land grabbers. Because we already know them. Location and accessibility. You really need to consider whether you really need to look into certain factors, whether there's good road leading to the land, and also what are the sources of development around the land. What is going to serve as developing factors towards that land? Like is it close to refineries like the ongoing Dangote refinery? Is it close to the Lekki Coastal Road? Things like that. These are really options you should consider because the potential development of an area, the more worth that area is going to be. Another factor to consider is soil type and topography, whether the land is sandy or swampy. Now, if it's a swampy land and you decide to go and land feel it, it will change the value of the land from a cheap land to something considerably expensive because you've already imputed money leveling up the land. Another thing to consider is survey plan. You should ask for a survey plan and you should verify if the survey plan is legit.
I think you have mentioned like six.
You have mentioned six.
I think the first one, from what I understand here, we have the title of the document, then we have the land use and zoning.
Yes.
Okay, we have the government acquisition, then location and accessibility. Consider the soil type and topography, then the survey plan.
Then the survey plan. So another thing you should consider is when buying land is ownership and verification. Whether it's a family that owns it or whether it's a company that owns it. If it's a family land, you best make sure that all the members of the family agree to let that land go. You should also look into getting a lawyer. The lawyer will verify if all your documents are in order, to draft agreements and verify the land status for you. The eighth thing on my list would be for you to consider hidden charges. There are hidden charges that come with getting land. You don't just buy the land and everything is settled. You have your development levy, survey fees, and documentation fees as well.
That's when they get the land from the company.
Yes. So let's say the land is worth 10 million. Yes, it is worth 10 million, but then there are other charges you have to consider when buying land. And finally, into getting the proper documentation after payment. Firstly, the receipt, then the date of assignment, and the survey plan as well.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you very much.
So I think we all learned one or two from what he has tried to explain to us. If you are getting a land, make sure the documents are okay. Check the documentation of that land. And then when you're buying from a company, always know, have this at the back of your mind that there are some hidden charges. When they say a land worth 10 million naira, that doesn't mean you are paying 10 million for everything. The land alone is 10 million naira. There is another fee for documentation. There's another fee for development levy and others. So ask these questions before getting that land. And once you get that land, once you pay for the land, make sure you collect your receipt and every necessary document of that land. So thank you all for staying tuned with us this week. We'll see you next week.
Mm.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for watching.